Greetings. It is I, Mary Magdalene. Today, I speak to you from my heart as we observe changes upon your earth plane from a higher perspective. We see that there is much unrest taking place on your earth plane at this time. As things settle into a more peaceful existence after the election of your United States President, things will begin to shift. As I have mentioned in a previous transmission, you are now on an accurate timeline to pursue your soul's path as it was ordained by the evolutionary process created by the Almighty or the Creator. This is a historical shift for the evolution, not only as an individual, but as a planetary evolution, as a universal evolution. This alignment is in tune with that larger evolution of 26,000 years. These concepts may be hard to fathom on your level. However, I ask you to do some research and try to understand that you, as an individual soul, are part of a larger collective of beings living on the earth plane, who are in turn part of a larger collective of planets within your solar system, who are in turn part of a larger collective of solar systems within the larger universe. And that universe is a part of a larger collective of other universes, part of a cosmos, or what is known as a logi. You see, everything works within a symmetry or synchronicity of its own, as everything works its way into its own geometry of perfection. If you are slightly out of alignment, everything else becomes misaligned, and this affects the logi. So when you think about it in that perspective, you need to be in perfect alignment so that everything moves in the right order. Your plane of existence went through a very traumatic misalignment due to an invasion by other species that disrupted your Earth's pattern within the larger movement of its path along the Milky Way, if you will, and within your solar system. This caused a great drift and a shift within all of the timelines within this universe and the extension within the outer universes, all the way up to the logi. And so corrections had to be made to bring it back into alignment so that your plane of existence, Gaia as she is known, could move back into her alignment with the rest of the galaxy and the other universes. This is a great opportunity for you on an individual level to align yourself to this golden path, if you will, of highest and authentic alignment. I understand on a very basic human level, it is a very emotional aspect of your growth that takes place as you shift from one perception to another. And sometimes this comes about by taking into your field energies and beings that are totally against your own understanding and of the systems that are in place within your being to function as a human. If this is happening to you right now, I ask you to sit and take deep breaths and try to imagine yourself on this larger path and try to focus on what is good for you on the soul level, not worrying about anything else that is happening around you, even if it is within your own relationships with your children, your family, your sisters, your brothers, your husbands, your loved ones, your wives. None of it matters. What matters to you on a personal, basic soul level is what eventually matters on this larger journey that we are on as a collective. So I ask you to sit and contemplate how it is that you fit into this larger perspective and what changes you need to make as a person to align yourself to this higher calling. To help you understand this, I would ask you to look at all the material things in your life. How much of it do you really need? How much of it has been bestowed on you out of perhaps necessity or just yearning for something that is not necessary in your life? Start with small things. Remove all the things that are not necessary in your life and keep what helps you and your soul nourished so that you may live a pure and authentic life. Keep those things that make you a better person, that make you whole, that make you fulfilled. Release and remove anything that makes you unhappy, whether it's relationships or things or circumstances. Take these small steps and bring peace and harmony into your life. This is your true path. You have unfortunately been placed into a society that is very material focused, and it drives you to achieve things and to acquire things through any means possible. And so you focus on just this throughout your life, gaining things, whether material or otherwise. And so your mind has been developed in this way to acquire. And so you did. And now that you have all of these things, are you truly satisfied with your life? Many are not, and we know this because we see how unhappy you are in spite of having everything that your society has told you that you needed to have a successful life. I am not asking you to change your life so drastically that you need to give up all of your perhaps riches or things that you have acquired. All I'm asking you is to spend a few moments evaluating your life and where you are right now in your life, and reflect that template against what I have just told you about the progression of your planet, and try to find answers within that framework. There are many areas that need improvement that are harming your earth plane, and so find something that speaks to your heart and make improvements in those areas, however small it might be. Each of you are unique. Society tries to lump you all together as one without honoring your unique abilities. The Creator birthed you as a unique individual. There is nobody like you in all of the universes. Imagine the perspective of that. You are unique, you are powerful, and you are beautiful in the eyes of the Creator. So pick up that mantle and honor yourself as a unique, pure individual, and find out what your true soul's purpose is, and move forward knowing that you are this beautiful, unique being, and that you are on this earth plane for a purpose. Find your strength and move forward authentically, purely in harmony with all of the creatures and with your fellow men upon the earth plane. If you encounter resistance, stop, reflect, gather your strength, remember your purpose, remember your focus, and then move forward calmly, not harming anybody or anything as you move forward. Your society as a collective has developed to a very sophisticated level. However, there is a lack of spirituality and a connection to the Creator. And this harkens back to the invaders, as I mentioned, that caused this rift in the timeline. These energies separated themselves from the Creator, and so drove that understanding into the minds of the beings on the earth plane as the lands that they had invaded many thousands of years ago. And so this perception has reigned in your mind as the separation from the Creator was infiltrated generation after generation upon your mind, removing the aspect of spirituality and your connection to the Creator. As time moved on, they brought fear, mockery, and a sense of unease towards the practice of spirituality and your connection to not only your higher self but to the Creator. And so today, when you are asked perhaps about your own spiritual practice or your connection to the Creator, there is often a sense of hesitancy within your own being to speak about these things, about these subjects, in a cohesive manner, as you become self-conscious of these ideas. It is because it is for most inauthentic, as it is not a pure form of your connection to the Creator. It has been indoctrinated into your mind through systems and practices set in place on a human level that is often tainted, and so it is impure. This is not an attack on your religious beliefs or your understanding of spirituality. Again, I ask you to sit and reflect on how it is these energies impact your life. Do you find a true connection to the Creator? Is this energy a pure influence in your life? Do you feel calm inside? Do you feel pure? Do you feel in alignment with everything around you? When you interact with this energy, it is hard, I understand, to remove the fundamental foundations constructed within your mind by the societal norms that are in place, whether it's ancestral, environmental. My beloved Yeshua and I lived upon your earth 2,000 of your years ago. We lived at a time that was highly stressful politically, environmentally, and societally. The rulers at the time were highly influenced by the invaders upon the earth plane. And so the mentality was a very aggressive, male-oriented, patriarchal. This patriarchal rule during that time brought about much misery among the people. It caused much unrest and division, much like you are facing on your earth plane at this time. However, at that time, the invasion was quite vivid upon your earth plane, and so the scars and the trauma was quite palpable, and so energetically the people felt this energy within their individual energy fields, compounded by the patriarchal, aggressive nature. They became embroiled in this energy of aggression. And so when Yeshua and myself and our followers brought in the true teachings of the Creator, we were considered the enemy, as there was no platform to understand where we were coming from, because they had energetically severed themselves from the Creator with the aggressive energies that were brought in by the invaders and the rulers at that time. And so there was no foundation or understanding of the purity and the love that we brought forward, which was the energy of the Creator. We were able to individually change the perception of people. And so, as this understanding ignited within each person, they found that purity within themselves as they were able to remember the love of the Creator. And as this flame exploded within their hearts, they shared it with their family and their friends. And so our message became a little more widespread, but there was an underlying fear due to the patriarchal rule at that time. The fear, what if I believe in this purity against the ruling class? How would I survive within that environment, within that political environment? And so people started to believe in the Creator in secrecy, and this developed a mentality of hiding themselves and their true hearts within the confines of their homes or people that they trusted. This energy became trapped within the energy of the being, as it was not allowed to flourish within the environment. And so it has been dormant in many beings over the last 2,000 years, waiting to be ignited, to be reconnected truly, authentically, powerfully with the Creator again. And so I ask you to find that spark within your heart and reignite that light, to freely connect with the Creator on a pure, authentic level, freeing yourself from society's imperfections that have been laid upon this very pure connection in the most aggressive, horrifying manner. Over the many centuries that humans have existed, and the understanding that has been passed down from generation to generation, all of this needs to be unraveled, and the purity and authenticity of the Creator's love needs to be discovered in your heart once again. As you move through this transformation within your own life, you will find peace, you will find harmony. It will be a very subtle change, a loving, graceful change, a stark opposite to the aggressive nature of the imposing forces that have ruled your life. Set them aside and welcome these subtle energies into your being. Allow for these energies to be grounded and permeate your energy so that they may be front center of your life as you move forward, stepping gracefully towards your true authentic path and into the dance of the perfection and the alignment with the cosmos for the next 26,000 years, in true alignment with the collective on the earth plane, with the collective of your planets, with the collective of your galaxies, with the collective of the universes, the multiverses, and the loci, all in tune with your unique light. How perfect would that be? Let this be your guiding star as you move forward. Allow for all of these imperfections to fall away. Align yourself with these true energies. As you do this, your alignment becomes more powerful, and things will start to shift in your life for the better, as you are in true alignment with abundance. And this is what the Creator is made of: abundance, not lack. So, I'll leave you now with this perspective of grace, of beauty, of love, of authenticity, and of true alignment with your soul as it connects to the Creator. Blessings.